It's that time of year again. Time to think about giving Christmas presents. If you're like me and you wait till the very last second to get your gifts, well, do I have the perfect gift for you. Huge thank you to Storyworth for sponsoring today's video. Storyworth has been a part of our family now for about a year. Last Christmas, I actually gifted it to my mother. It's really neat. So it's an online service that sends a different question every week to your person of your choosing, your mother, your father, a special loved one, whoever you choose. They send them an email and the person answers the questions, and at the end of the year, they compile them into a really beautiful book, just like this, that has their picture on it and tells their stories and all the pictures inside of it. And it's neat because if you're like me and you have a sibling, after the year is over, you can order a book for yourself and for your sibling. And that way, even after your loved one is gone, you'll always have this to cherish them by. It's really fun getting to read the responses of the questions that they send to your loved one. Like, for instance, they sent a question to my mother. It was like, how did you decide that it was time to get married? I had never heard that story before, and I didn't even think to ever ask it. Turns out my grandpa didn't approve of like my father spending the night at my mother's apartment all the time, and so he said, you better marry her, otherwise, you know, he was going to be in trouble. And so, like, they just decided to get married. So they picked a church, got some rings, and my aunt actually made my mother's wedding dress, which I had no idea. So it's just questions like that that you just don't think to ask, get asked, and they get compiled into a beautiful book that you'll be able to cherish forever. So give the gift of Storyworth. It's heartfelt, it's immediate, so even if it's last second, you're still good to order, and you're gonna make a loved one feel really special. So with Storyworth, you're giving a heartfelt gift, preserving their stories for years to come. So go to storyworth.com/BradandRach and save $10 on your first purchase. Again, that's storyworth.com/BradandRach, and you're gonna save $10. Thanks again to Storyworth for sponsoring today's video.
Welcome to the Engelbart's household on November 1st, 2021. We're enjoying Halloween candy. We had to implement a rule that they can have a piece of candy per hour. I think we did that, not last year, but 2 years ago. I don't know what we did last year.
Look, Mommy.
But so that there's not just like a free-for-all of candy eating. I know, it's a yummy Starburst. So occasionally we'll dip in and we'll all have like a Tootsie Roll, but then every hour they get to pick something out of their bag. And we also did have kind of a free-for-all last night when we got home from trick-or-treating. Okay, make sure you don't touch your Starburst onto the carpet because it will get really sticky. Oh goodness, are you okay? It is cold today. It's like 41 degrees maybe. The high was, I think, maybe 45, and then it was one of those days that it just got colder as the day went on, and it's rainy and drizzly and yucky, and so we are having our first real fire
Of the season.
Whoop whoop. I bet there's all kinds of spiders and stuff in that wood.
Oh yeah.
Brad just like barely got home, and I'm like, hey, let's have a fire. So he's going ahead and gathering up firewood. It's nice because there was a ton of firewood that like came with the house. And there's this little, I'll show you, out the side door, there's this little covered, I don't know what to call it. A hut thing, like a little hut, and there was a ton of firewood underneath the tarp in there, plus a bunch more out there. And then we have a big indoor-outdoor storage thing down by our fire pit that we keep a bunch of firewood in also. So it is warm in here. This is my first go around with like a wood burning furnace.
Yeah.
Is that
true.
a furnace? Would you call that a furnace?
What's a stove?
Stove.
Nope. No more.
So
Same deal.
it's supposed to be really good, really efficient at heating at least this room in here.
A lot of people do these in their schoolies.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Doesn't seem super safe, but
I mean, as long as you're careful.
Yeah, true. And then we're just playing this spot game again. Okay, everybody,
Mommy, how do we play it?
let's everybody hop on both feet. Hop, hop, hop on both feet. And then find a green spot to land on.
I'm on one.
Yeah? Eloise, what color are you on?
Purple.
Purple.
To a green spot right there.
Green spot. Okay, now hop on one foot. Hop, hop, hop on one foot to a red spot. Good job. Woohoo!
I got red spot.
That was a big old hop.
Wait, you're not on the red one.
Red one, Eloise. Find a red one.
Yeah. No,
That's orange. There you go. Yay, Eloise. Okay, Bear, what do you want to do now?
I don't want to be the door.
Okay, how about you twirl? Twirl, twirl, twirl. Just start twirling. Good job, Eloise. Twirl to a blue spot. Good job. Okay, now squat all the way to the ground and jump. So like a frog. Frog jump. Squat all the way to the ground, jump. Until you get to a yellow spot. Woo, good one. Good job, guys. You guys are all... Okay, now walk backwards to a orange spot. Oh, Eloise, there's one all the way over by Bear. I could play this game for hours. Okay, now Lyndle, you tell everybody what to do.
I don't want to.
Oh, it smells good.
Mommy, I don't want to.
Is there anything that we need to open in there?
Exactly, that's what I'm trying to find out.
Oh, uh-oh.
I don't want to be a good now.
Okay, this thing over here has a real fire in it, so it's gonna be really hot. Do you understand?
Yeah.
You don't wanna touch this thing when there's a fire in it. Actually, you probably just shouldn't touch it ever, because you don't know if maybe a fire just went out. You know what I mean?
Jelly bean.
Okay, jelly bean.
But I'll do that again. Mommy, now what do we know? What do we do? Mommy, now what do we do? Now what do we do?
That's a good looking fire.
Mommy, now what do
This is what a sugar high looks like. Whoa!
that fast?
That was really fast. Do it again. Trying to get him to burn as much energy as possible. Whoa, Bear. All right, do it again. Do it again. Run. Fast, fast. Nice. Great job. All right, one more time. Go, go, go. Nice. Hey, Bear, you might be the fastest kid on the planet. Yep.
That's the way you got it. School. School, Gigi. Gotta go school. School time.
Tomorrow. Yep.
Good morning. Eloise and I are just hanging out while Bear and Lyndle are at preschool. And I am trying to, when the twins are done with preschool, they are so hungry when I pick them up. I think just from all the activity and learning and all that stuff. So we have been in a bad habit of just picking up a Happy Meal on the way home. And I'm trying not to do that because not only is that expensive, it's not super healthy. So if I can just remember to plan ahead, then we're usually a lot better off. Usually. They're now kind of in the habit of getting something on the way home. Oh my goodness. So it's kind of, they get kind of upset when I have something prepared for them. But I'm gonna make some peanut butter and jellies, and then I have, these probably aren't the best as far as sustainability, but it's better, I think, than getting takeout, and definitely less expensive. So I'm gonna do peanut butter and jellies, a pouch, and probably some poppables or chips or something. We get these sweet potato chips that are really good. The kids like them. So it's, what I was gonna say is that it's very weird on Tuesdays and Thursdays when, like, Brad takes the twins to school so that Eloise can kind of sleep in. And this morning I was gonna take them, but then I was throwing up repeatedly, and I didn't want to throw up while I was driving. So he ended up taking them this morning, and then it's just like a slow morning. I wait until Eloise wakes up, usually a little after 8, and then we just hang out. And it's like, she knows Berend Lyndle are at school. At first she would get pretty upset just with the change in routine, I think, and she's never not had Berend Lyndle around. And so I think she struggled a little bit in the beginning, but now she's doing a lot better, and I think she enjoys the one-on-one time. So it's just really weird. I've never only had one. I've never just had one toddler in my house. So I don't know, it feels like a very slow morning. I have some butcher paper out that she was coloring on, and I have just a Hallmark Christmas movie on, and she's actually kind of entertained by it, which is funny. So it's been a good morning now that I'm done throwing up, feeling a lot better. I was talking on Instagram about how, like, I'm taking diclegus, or I'm taking Unisom and B6 before bed, and I'm still pretty sick in the mornings, and I was prescribed Zofran, so I kind of reserve it for when I really need it. So I take a half of a tablet if I'm feeling really sick in the morning and I have to work or something. I'll take like a half of a tablet. Or if I'm home but I'm throwing up repeatedly, like I'm not recovering from it, you just kind of know, because normally when you throw up you feel better afterward. Like, I know it's gonna be a bad morning if I throw up and I just really don't feel better. And that's when you want a pouch, please? That's when I know I'm gonna end up throwing up like every 15 minutes for hours. Would you like a pouch, please? Yes, okay. Kids are up from nap, trying to get everybody rallied to go outside. It's taking forever today. It seems like some days they're all gung-ho on going outside, and some days it's like I can't get everybody's shoes on. Just moving slow. And now Lyndle's FaceTiming with Mama and Bumpa. Okay, you guys ready to go outside? So we are going to the moon. That is the plan. And Lyndle had the idea that we could get there by flying on broomsticks. Here we go. I'm riding it. I have a rake.
I know, Mommy, but the back of my broom was dragging.
I think the broom, the bristles should be in the back. Bristles? Bristles. Bristles. The bristles are supposed to be in the back, like mine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Now you should be good.
Okay. My plane will be in the back too.
Correct.
Mommy. My 3, 2, 1.
We had some extra sand from when we did the fire pit. That fire pit down there. I guess Brad needed some fill to go in between the rocks and just make it solid, and so this has turned into a little sand play area. Whoa. But Eloise is learning that we don't throw sand.
Look, Mommy, look.
Yeah, and we don't eat it. So she's had a couple of warnings, and Eloise, if you throw the sand again, what's gonna happen? Lyndle, that's dangerously close to throwing it. Look where it's going behind you. I would call that flicking it.
My dad got sand on it.
Lyndle,
Ow, ow,
I guess it is bath night.
ow.